Blackout is a great game mode. That's the end of the video. No, honestly, this is above and beyond anything I expected. And for the next, I don't know, 17 minutes or so, I'm going to talk to you guys about why I think this is arguably the best shit in the world. All right? Blackout is something that I have been worried about and hopeful for a while, because as somebody who grew up playing Call of Duty, built their channel on Call of Duty, and ultimately left playing Call of Duty outside of the first launch month behind years ago, this was one of the first times that I thought to myself, well, maybe because it's something so outlandish for the franchise, maybe that gets me to play the game again. So when the original multiplayer beta came out, I played it and I enjoyed it on console, but I just enjoyed it. It was a launch month game, and then I was okay with that. I was at least happy that I wanted to play it, because I didn't touch Infinite Warfare. I played a lot of Call of Duty 4, though. So then I went and I played it on PC, and holy shit! So when I saw this stuff, I was like, okay, this is going to be the make or break for me. Is this going to keep me on Call of Duty for more than a month? Is PC going to be the savior, or is console going to be okay for me? And I sat down, and my controller was in my hands, and I was like, fuck, I'm so bad with controller. And I played, and I played for 13 hours, and I loved it. I loved a lot about it, and I disliked very little, and those are the things that I disliked. A lot of those have already been addressed by Vonderhaar or others as a potential fix and or already been fixed, and I'm shocked. I mean, I guess, shit, what did I expect? AAA game developers, especially Treyarch, kind of know how to make games, huh? You wouldn't expect that, right? Yeah, and then, you know, from going around and playing every single early access Battle Royale mode or game in the last 2 years, you know, this thing is on a PS4 Classic. I don't have a PS4 Pro yet, and it never dropped below 60 FPS. The textures take some time to load sometimes, all right? Fine, I don't care. The game runs really well at the minimum specs, which means that me, on my maximum specs on my PC, I'm gonna nut! And I already know I will because I played it. So what do I like about this game? What do I dislike? Let me shit on it for a very brief moment before I continue to suck its dick. Let's talk about auto pickup of ammo. All right, pickup in general, the square hold to pick up items means that the gameplay is slowed down for 1 to 2 seconds pretty much at every single point of the game. It breaks the flow of the game. It doesn't feel good. Whereas Fortnite or PUBG, you can kind of loot on the run and you don't have to stop and hold square. And then look at the, you know, the searching through bags is just, the inventory and UI system is terrible. But I'll get to that in a second. Vonderhaar has already said that they are looking at a faster pickup time. So instead of, you know, holding a square for a long time, you can kind of tap it and hold it for a little bit. What they wanted to avoid was you reloading in the middle of a gunfight on top of an item and swapping your weapon, which, you know what? I understand. I do. Which my answer is, why can't I just remap that to a different key? Let me do that, like, right thumbstick click in. Or let me do that, like, fuck it, I don't know, but let me remap it myself. I'll take the burden of that. I'll put it to B. So they're looking at it, 2 thumbs up. It's only day 1. The ammo, no ammo auto pickup. I got used to that on Fortnite. PUBG doesn't have that, and a lot of other games don't have that. Is it the be-all end-all problem? No, but the reason that they have not put it into play is because in internal testing, apparently, everybody had tons of ammo. You might say, well, yeah, it's the fucking reason I want it. Yeah, me too. But I understand that they want ammo to sort of be a scarcity. Otherwise, it's just not even a Battle Royale-esque game. You know, it's just kind of like here's a loadout. Might as well have infinite ammo. So I get it. I do. And hopefully with the change of life, change of quality of life with the press to hold pickup, I'm not going to complain as much. Because I did run out of ammo a couple times in the games in the 3 hours. And fine. You know what? Added to the experience. The armor needs a little bit of a nerf because currently it's 65% damage reduction for tier 3, 55 for tier 2, and 45 for tier 1, which means that if you fight somebody with armor, you gotta shoot them 50% more than they have to shoot you, and that's, you know, armor is kind of a scarcity. I know that people are gonna say, well, I almost always have armor. Yeah, you almost always have armor. Like, I don't know, man. The tier 3 armor and everything kind of needs a nerf. I'd say do 25, 35, 45, and that would make me happy. But I'm also somebody who hated Juggernaut, and anything that could give somebody a health bonus over me, aside from maybe the tactical medkit healing, which you can get, And I love the healing situation. The speed run, like heal combo thing, keeps this game feeling fast-paced. The biggest thing in a lot of Battle Royale modes is that you feel kind of constrained to slow gameplay. The speed of reviving in this game is incredibly quick. I'm talking 4 seconds, 3 seconds. What's that do? It means that when you get shot and downed, your teammate is now like, well, I can fucking get you if we just send it right now. And everybody who just killed or downed your team is like, well, we gotta go there now or they're gonna res them. So it makes every single gunfight longer because you have, especially in squads, I'm talking squads, not even solos. In squads, you have, multiple people running reses in the back. It feels like you've got a medic on your squad. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start throwing in like more, I guess skill-centric stuff like a medic kit that somebody can run as a medic, or roles, I guess I should say, kind of like they have in multiplayer. But I mean, seriously, been very impressed by the speed of the gameplay, the speed of the healing, and how effective it was, to move around the map aggressively, which means that, hey, I think you're going to see a lot of people getting rewarded for just insane gameplay. And it's going to be great for viewers. It is. So I think driving controls are whack. Driving controls suck. Okay, I hate Halo driving controls. Left thumbstick forward to move forward, left thumbstick back to move back and brake, and then right thumbstick where you look is just how you steer. Let me use L2 and R2, let me steer with the left, and let me look around with the right, or whatever combination. Like, I need more control, not less. Vehicles felt awesome. They're not overpowering. You can destroy pretty much any vehicle with the weapons you have. In solos or squads especially, Jesus. So I was very, very happy. Helicopters included, the rockets lock on, your LMG just tears that thing a new butthole, and if you sit up in the helicopter until the last circle without leaving, it automatically destroys it and kicks you out, so you have to wing glide into the last circle, where undoubtedly the other people are looking at you going, what the fuck is this guy doing? So 2 thumbs up on the vehicles, even though I hate the driving. It's great, man. They did well. And when you ADS, here's a big tip. If you're on a vehicle as a passenger, ADS the entire time. That way you control where you look instead of the bouncing of the car bouncing you all around. When you ADS, your reticle is completely steady. That's a Tucker tip right there. Snipers feel weak to the body, but I'm kind of okay with that, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of okay with it. There were a lot of opportunities for me to kill people faster with other weapons because I shot them 3 times with a sniper in the chest, even though it's the 50 cal. I'd say maybe I'd like to see it a little stronger, but I don't really care because I also did go off a couple times. The load times in between games are quick. I never waited more than 60 seconds between me dying and me being in a game. That's wild. I know the player base is really good, but I mean, no, that's wild. That's really, really, really quick. That's faster than the multiplayer was in the beta. That's insane. The zombie edition, 2 thumbs up. I had no idea how they were going to handle that, but I mean, they did it really well. So they put zombie maps from classic Call of Duties, I mean, I guess I should just say Black Ops Call of Duties, around the area, and pretty much at the majority of them, zombies will spawn every game. Some don't have zombies spawn in them, and those that have zombies spawn also will get a loot box, a random box. And you can go in there, there's a huge beam of light, you can see it from anywhere on the map, it doesn't matter if it's been looted or not, I believe it's always there. You can go over there, loot it, and zombies all the while trying to kill you. They're pretty strong zombies, I'd say they're like wave 15 or 20 zombies. And they hurt too, they hurt, but they drop weapons, they can drop ray guns, which ray guns do 150 damage, which is a ton, but the projectile's slow, so it's hard to use. I mean, they did a good job including zombies and zombies type items into the game. They provide a lot of loot there, but a lot of risk, and it makes a lot of noise, so you're putting yourself in a position where people could hear you fighting off the zombies, and once you kill them all, people just run in and take all your loot after killing you. They've done a good job pretty much with grafting these special locations and putting them into the map to make a cohesive unit. They have a lot of attention to detail that I wasn't expecting. For example, if you go to Asylum and you press square on the toilet, it activates the zombie theme song for everyone. Everyone can hear it in proximity. That's awesome. Hello? The dentist chair drills when you press square on it. So they have little Easter eggs. Hell, I wouldn't even be surprised if they put the entire zombie Easter egg shit in there so you could just do some crazy, lengthy things, stay alive, and who knows? Release the Hellhounds as a kill streak. That'd be wild. I wouldn't put it past them at this point. But the inclusion of Nuketown and Firing Range and all these classic nostalgic spots they've done a great job of kind of putting them into the spaces that they should be, making it feel seamless to run in and out. It adds a different kind of feel of gameplay because I know the callouts for all these places, but people don't play it the same way. You might have somebody sitting on top of trailer in firing range when you can't get up there in a normal Call of Duty. So same with Nuketown with the bunker that you can now run in. I'm pretty fucking happy with it. I really, really am. And I think that healing has a lot to do with the speed of this game. The way that you can heal is you can hold L1 when you have the kit, and you can heal for 25 with your bandages, or 50 with a med kit, or 200 with a trauma kit, and that's the only way to get 200 health. And you can heal while you're running, you can heal while you're sliding, you can heal and move, which adds to the gameplay because no other Battle Royale has that. It means that you can run from the blue faster, which, by the way, the blue's pretty weak until the end there. You can actively avoid and run away from somebody who's chasing you down a lot easier and quicker. I mean, the amount of times I got away with very little health because I was ducking and dodging and sliding all around felt incredibly gratifying, and quite honestly felt like I was rewarded for being strategic. The equipment that they have, by the way, is actually useful, and I'll get to that in a second. But then, not only that, reviving is incredibly fast, 3 seconds. What that means is, especially in squads, I mean duos too, your first thought is not even like, well, let me finish this fight. Your first thought is fucking, I can just get you, man. Hold on one sec. Stay behind that rock. Which means that the other team is thinking, well, we have to push him right now or else we're going to lose that down. So it makes this game aggressive, quick, fast-paced, fun, and it stops this kind of slow play camping that I've seen a lot of Battle Royales suffer from, and the most direct competitor being PUBG. So, I had a lot of fun with the equipment. In fact, there was one time near the end of the stream where I just said, fuck it, it's us 3v3. I'm going to grappling hook over top of this small wall that they're sitting on, go behind them and try and spray them down. And I almost did it, but, you know, a lot of health and me missing shots means, haha, man, it didn't work out. But the grappling hook, as well as other equipment things, not the razor wire, but other equipment items, felt useful, and that was a huge change from other Battle Royales. Hello? You don't really, like, Call of Duty's always thrived on having equipments, flashbangs, grenades, you know, that thing, that spot that was dedicated to an equipment that never took away from anything else really, outside of the Pick 10 system, really, really drove it home for me when I was playing this, because I'd never pick up a boogie bomb over any weapon in Fortnite or healing item. I'd never do the same in PUBG. Maybe I'll carry grenades, but honestly, they take up too much space. Not in this fucking thing. Yo, give me the grappling gun. Give me the grenades, because they're good and they work. Like, a concussion grenade fucks you up. A flash grenade, a 9-bang, like, throw that in the window and just go. You're going to win the fight. The grenades are effective. The cluster grenade actually works. The throwing axe can kill anybody one hit, even tier 3 armor. I like grappling hook mobility. The Guardian is aight, but whatever. The only real thing that I felt needed a buff was the razor wire, because I don't really know what the point is. Nobody's really running in tight, narrow spaces here. And the shotguns are just abysmal. You might say, well, that's good. Honestly, I'd agree with you, but, like, no, I would rather use my fists. So, we'll hopefully see some slight tweaks to that, but for right now, PUBG actually has the single worst shotgun in any Battle Royale mode. What about the weapons, Tuck? What about the bullet drop and all that shit? How's that work? Why'd you wait till the end of the video to explain it? Because honestly, it's not that hard to grasp, and I don't think it's a crazy talking point here. Every gun, except for the sniper, is a hit scan weapon up to a certain distance. That certain distance is depending on what caliber bullet you have. So 7.62 is going to be heavier, and it means it's going to drop faster, and it's going to go, it's not going to be hit scan as long as a 5.56, which is a smaller caliber, and it's going to go faster and drop less because it's smaller. But, you know, the 7.62 does more damage than the 5.56. Same with 9mm. It's a tiny bullet, and it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's going to drop a lot faster than, you know, say the 45. So I think that if you understand that, you kind of get the gist of it. Sniping is always something you have to lead, although it feels like Battlefield leading. Not Fortnite. You're not, you know, shooting a projectile at 700 pounds. It does feel okay. So it does take something it takes a little bit of time to get used to because fuck, you know, when have you ever had to lead anything in a Call of Duty game? Same with long distance stuff. It's really hard to engage in a long distance fight, especially with this gun that I was using, the Auger. You're taking shots from 400 meters away and you're seeing the dust kick up and it's just like, well, I'm just gonna kind of not fire at that, I guess. I don't know. So it's not that hard to get used to it. I would say that it makes you way more cognizant of the fact that SMGs are close-range weapons. Because if you think about it, Call of Duty is spent being played in close-quarters combat a lot of the time. Even in your long-range maps, you know, an SMG is still viable, or even an AR, you know, without a sight. No, all of your fucking fights in this one are going to be close, or probably like longer than the longest line of sight in any Call of Duty map. Like, imagine playing across CeeLo or something. It's just, the engagements happen at a further distance. So with console especially, it's tough for me because my aim is not that great. But it just really drives home that SMGs cannot be used to map people. This is not Modern Warfare 2. But I think I've rambled long enough. Thank you guys. I really have a lot to talk about and love and say about this, as well as a lot to criticize. The UI, UX needs to be changed. I don't know how, though. But kudos on Treyarch for building something actually great. Seriously, I'm not even being sarcastic. They've done a really good job. And it makes me infinitely more excited to be participating in the race this year. That's right, the race is back if you missed that announcement. There'll be more about that later. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go play. If you're watching this video, I'm probably already live streaming. Jump on in and let's hang out, all right? Talk to you all later. Peace.